Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? And this dropped literally as soon as I was going to sleep last night. And even though this dropped at that time, I wasn't going to be able to do a video on it because it is in Chinese. Funnily enough, the Chinese version in Facebook of Dokkan Battle accidentally, without the second T over there, tweeted Turles earlier, which was 25 minutes before he posted this. And the funny thing is that this happens from time to time. It's not a unique kind of scenario for Dokkan Battle. It happens from time to time that something gets leaked, whether it's in the app, in the news, or in an icon or something to that effect. And it happens from time to time. And it's kind of funny to see. So we got our two hints for the LR here, and we got first movie bosses, which of course there are several movie bosses that would fit here, but they decided to go with Turles because they went and said Pure Saiyans. We really weren't due for another Broly. So instead we have Turles. Yeah, so Turles is here, and we've got details. So we have Space Traveling Warriors, or Low Class Warriors category, Ki plus 3, 200% the stats. And that's pretty nice. Brutal, Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Destroyer of the Universe, Team Turles, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Team Turles, basically. And I messed that up, but it's okay. So we have here a lot of details, actually. When attacking with 24 key, okay, so this whole domain thing is on the second page. So let's get started here. So we've got the entrance animation when there is another Space Traveling Warriors or Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team upon the character's entry. So by now, most of the Pure Saiyans are on Space Traveling Warriors, as in Goku, some Gokus, and most Vegetas, basically, are on the Space Traveling Warriors. So it's not going to be so difficult to put him on any of these categories. We get 6 ki and 10% damage reduction for 1 turn. Space Traveling Warriors or Terrifying Conqueror category allies gain 1 ki, 20% attack, and an additional 1 ki and 30% attack for characters who also belong to the Planetary Destruction category for 4 turns. I don't know what the purpose of this other than to ensure a very quick battle. Basic effects are 250% attack and defense, and a 50% damage reduction rate and critical hit chance. When HP is 50% or more, he's got guaranteed guard. When receiving an attack, 300% defense. You know, I like it when they get the defense when there you are receiving an attack. When attacking with 18 or more ki, another 200% attack and a guaranteed additional super attack. And then for every super attack performed with 18 or more ki, 3 ki up to 6, which means 2 turns and you should be fully built up. When attacking with 24 ki, another 200% attack and another 20% chance to crit. And for every super attack performed with 24 ki, another 3 ki up to 6. So we're starting off with a minimum of 6 ki. We're now looking at another 12. So we're going to be at 18 ki so long as we are able to get our 18 ki super with this guy and or our 24 ki super. And I say that because for the first turn we've got an extra 6 ki, And we've got an additional 1 key plus 1 key for Space Traveling Warriors, Terrifying Conqueror category allies. There is turn 1, 14 key. So it's not going to be that difficult to get the 18 key from there and then forward to the 24 key. 2 turns, of course, is the quickest that can happen. When the domain Tree of Might is active, gains an additional 2 key per key sphere obtained, recovers 5% health per key sphere obtained up to 50%, 200% attack, and chance of performing your critical hit another 30% when attacking, and then another 25% damage reduction when receiving an attack. So 75% total damage reduction once the domain tree, the Tree of Might is active. And it's high time we got this domain, honestly. So the active skill can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when there is another Space Traveling Warrior or Terrifying Conquerors category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn, not from the start of battle. So earliest this can happen would be turn 3. Unless I say that now, but the earliest this can happen can actually be on turn 1 if you've got the damage nodes beforehand. And it creates the domain Tree of Might for 3 turns. Interesting. Okay. The 12 key super attack greatly raises attack and then raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and then also greatly lowers attack and defense. The 18 key massively raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. The domain Tree of Might gives Space Traveling Warriors or Terrifying Conquerors category enemies and allies 15% attack and defense, plus an additional 10% attack and defense for characters who also belong to the Planetary Destruction category. Increases damage received by superclass enemies and allies by 10%. So we're not actually going to be interested in bringing along superclass allies for this particular purpose, but the chances are that the physical Dokkan Fest exclusive Turles gets an EZA rather soon is going to be good. The TEQ Metal Cooler Army also has multiple turn buffs, so this could be good for the most part. I would say Turles is very, very decent defensively. Hard to know, of course, because the defense is kind of low. There is just 550% defense here, but he's got the 50% damage reduction and the extra 25% when the domain Tree of Might is active. I will have to put my reservations on this character. I do not think that this is a mega busted unit. This is going to be a good unit. There's a lot of attacks. It's going to be able to hit very hard and do quite a lot of damage, and will also have pretty much guaranteed crits for the most part. 70% chance on crits is practically almost guaranteed. You can just go full additional, full dodge and additional. You don't have to do more than the 5 crit that the tech units force in the potential system. And although I was expecting a Turles, I can't say I was expecting it so much. But we have animations here, so let's go and look at these animations. Here we go. Let's go back to the beginning for that.
So Earth would be the planet that could bear
So,
the fruit
yeah.
of the tree.
One second. It's just Turles, but he's got the whole Turles Crusher corpse. That's unfortunate. Yep, that's the active skill. Or maybe that was the entrance animation, and so that's not Turles Crusher corpse? I don't know. These are kind of lackluster animations, I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that I'm happy with the super attack here. This isn't even an active skill, this is really just an 18p. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is literally just the 18 key. Not exactly as phenomenal as I would like in 2026, but I like they did something different. I do like that they did something different here. I cannot say that I am excited for this unit. I can't really say that anyone should be excited for this unit. Unless you're kind of stoked for it, Turles is kind of on the low end of good units, unfortunately. The animations, unfortunately to me, look a little bit lackluster. But then again, this may be due to they're still finding the waters and their bearings with regards to the smaller updates that they're trying to pull out. I don't know. Does not look smooth, especially in those frames there with the kill driver. It just doesn't look smooth at all. But then again, it's pretty much what happened in the movie. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, folks. What do you think of this new Turles? Let me know, please, do you think if this is a good unit or not? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. We do have a Discord in the description of every video. If you'd like, please do come and join us over there. Thank you all so much for coming to watch. If you are new here, if you aren't already, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Ocean signing off.